I find some people. Good morning. It's 10:19 a.m. at June 6, 2024. I find it's very abusive for some people knowing my spiritual journey and knowing that I'm homeless for a year and 6 months and 1 week and 4 days and at Pucamo de la Alemania está aquí. And last night I went to the waterfront. I was such in disgust. I walked because of Julie Garland, my mom. I walked all the way to the waterfront in Little Dubai, and I sat in the bench, and I ended up. I know everybody in the community. This actor from TV Novelas there and everything. I know everybody from Little Dubai. They call it Hell's Kitchen too. But I sat down on the bench. It's by the old armory, where they store the salt and everything for winters. And I sat there and I look at the Galaxy Towers, and I sit there and then I woke out of nowhere. I fell asleep and I woke up at 3:47 to rain falling, but I had a nightmare, and it was Eisenhower in a red cape, like the deaf man with the stick and the black thing, and that's what he was, the worst president of history. Trust me, it was the worst dream. I woke up and it was raining for 27 to 37 minutes, and I waited and I went back to Central Park South. And that's not a normal thing to dream of a president, la muerte, es la muerte, ese hombre es la muerte. And I was looking at the Galaxy Towers because my family owns the Galaxy Towers, and I lived there until I was 7 months and 2 weeks and 2 days at the penthouse and the tallest building. And my mom, my brother was in Puerto Rico still, and then he's my brother, but he's adopted. But he's still blood because he's from the same family. And she came she was begging for the kid back so we could move and live like broke people in the Bronx. It's a 3-floor penthouse. It hasn't been used since I've been 7 months old. Oh, I'm gonna help Rika, my old coworker, from the Philippines. On her son, I saw him. He had the microphone on, but he was very, very calm yesterday. He has Snups Down syndrome. Miko. I know it's your husband, Mike, your son. He works at the Shake Shack. He stole 17 times from his father, and he could get better, but he has to admit that he stole a total of $872.14 from his dad. When he was from 7 to 8 years old, from February 7th to March 12th. February 7th, he stole 2750. March 8th, this 2006 to 2007. 3250. March 17th, 3250. March 18th. 1250, April 6th, 2755, June 7th, 2227, June 8th, 1237, July 4th, 4722, August 7th, 7211, November 7th, 1527, November 23, 11112, November 27, 11272, December 7th, 7415, January 1st, 7212, and January 7th, $7.04, and February 14th, 7212, and March 12th, $74.09. He changed his money location. He has to admit it to his dad that he stole that money. And I'm talking about protest in Yiddish. It means beatings, and protest should be banned in American because protest is the word beatings. Demonstrations in Yiddish means bad people. People who demonstrate are bad people. People who complain in Yiddish and English, it means fuck around. People who fuck around with you. And whining means you're crazy. And from Yiddish to English, and fight in Yiddish to English means failure. All right, so here I have something here. I wanted to ask because everybody keeps doubting. I forgot his Leo. Christy Blaze, and I don't want to. He's John Leguizamo's nephew. Just leave him alone. He's in a very, very strict household. And I saw his little nephew the other day on the train station. And I just wanted to let you guys know because everybody over there always asks us about this, All right, I need to talk about the Marriott Marquis. I was reserving yesterday, and the Marriott Marquis has the most ugliest hotels. She doesn't work for us anymore, but she Abigail Eden. Abigail means bad taste. Don't never name your girl Abigail. That sounds cute. Abigail Restaurant in Linden, New Jersey is very great. She was born July 1st, 1997. Now we have to redo. I had to tell my grandparents we have to do the rooms at the Marriott Marquis. It looks like IKEA went wrong. It's horrible. I would never stay there. $275,500. She's a resident of Morristown, New Jersey. She's unemployed. We don't care about her money or anything. That is a real estate broker in Whiker, Laguna Beach, and David Eden. Hospital, I wanted to tell Julie Garden, hospital owners, and she, this is the reason why my dad had to save us, because every single hospital owner has to know the simple rule. I can't say it out here about organ transport. and she doesn't know that I could have taken away all her hospitals if my dad wasn't in the deed, or I wasn't the deed. We could take away every single, because she doesn't. She's the only one that doesn't know the hospital owner rule about organ transport. I wanted to let Robert know that Blimpies, there's only a couple of locations left, but George Lane is his name, 87-1962. He has Citibank and Chase. He has Citibank. No, he has Chase to do. He's selling Blimpies for 2.7 million. He lives in Palm Beach, and he has a John Hancock. Julie Garland. It was the biggest mistake for Julie Garland to be taken as a girl to the Buckingham Palace being adopted. She's obsessed with not giving me a royal treatment. All I want is a bed and a laptop and a hotel room and food. I don't trust me. I don't want a red carpet treatment. Trust me. I don't want a royal treatment. Taking her to the Buckingham Palace 7 times during 7 to 14 was the biggest mistake in her life. Kensington Garden is so much better than Buckingham Palace, and trust me, I don't need. We're not near there. That's like 13 or 14 years ahead the line, Evelyn. Her idea was to turn I was sitting in the water, but the Buckingham Palace to a White House, because she said it's too fancy for people like us, and that she was going to make the president of England and take over. The United States was going to take over. The United States was going to take over England. She went to the Buckingham Palace for 2 weeks, for 14 days each time. On June, at 7 years old. Hold on. On June 7th, she went there for 14 days. On July 4th. At 8 years old, she went 14 days. On September 7th, at 9, 14 days. On April 6th, at 10 years old, she went 14 days. July 7th, at 11 years old, she went 14 days. April 6th, at 12 years old, it's 14 days. And 13, at 13 years old, at September 7th, she went for. It's the biggest mistake taking that girl to the Buckingham Palace. I made a reservation yesterday to the Ritz-Carlton. She stated que yo nunca le voy dar a la importancia a él. That means I will never give him the importance or make him feel important or give him the royal treatment. I never expect the royal treatment or to get anything. I ask for my mother to defend me and protect me, a sacar el cuello por su hijo. Ella nunca va a sacar el cuello por los hijos de ella. Ella lo que es una gansa. Y lo que siempre va a ser es una gansa. She's like the Catholic Church. She is the Catholic Church. She pulls out a collection basket, and outsiders always ask, "What do you do with the outsider money?" And the church is very honest. They say that we buy stuff and gold and stuff, and gaudy stuff for the church, but we don't give nothing to the people in need. It's just like her with her children. She should have married Mr. T. She loves wealthy, wearing gaudy Boricua Chola jewelry. Julie Garland is an Obispo and Napa girl. She's just like them. They run off and have a secret hypocrite of life. Imagine a German-British young girl running away to the island of Puerto Rico, where at the time there was no Dunkin' Donuts, McDonald's, technology, Americanized, Plaza Las Americas, and going town to town predicating about how badly Puerto Rico needs to be, and everyone needs to vote like her. She speaks to her parents once a week from Puerto Rico, and like acts like a perfect child. Not one friend she has today from those days. She sleeps with native men of indigenous men of Puerto Rico and pop out babies and give them away. And her Republican parents in their penthouse in New York City on Fifth Avenue. And then she thinks she's an angel, and she and her parents support her, just like an Obispo Napa girl. She's one of those women that and then she's over there and she acts like a poor lady trying to convince people to make Puerto Rico a state. And she owns the most important hospital at the time in the 70s of Manhattan and New York City, Bellevue Hospital. Trust me, she will make me suffer and abuse me to the last drop of her blood, her last breath, her last death rattle, and her last heartbeat. And trust me, I'm 100 more times high maintenance than the Buckingham Palace. This right now is just, I'm in survivor mode. I'm just a survivor right now. Alright.